Hi everyone, welcome to C Programming Aptitude session. This is the first question. Int main void k is equal to 10 and with a semicolon printf, I'm trying to display the value of the k. And predict the output of this code. These are the following options. First option is 10, the second option is 0, third option is garbage value, and fourth option is compile time error. You can pause this video, you can predict the output of this code. So if I execute this program, you will get the compile time error. These are the following point you have to remember. So void k is equal to 10, you cannot declare variable like void. If you declared void, if you are using the void, so you will get the compile time error. So conclusion is you cannot declare the variable as a void. And if you want to use a void, you can use it for the return type for the function void add int a. This function won't return any value. Okay, and if you use inside the function also, it will treat it like function with no parameter that accept the void. But you cannot use void as a variable. If you apply void for the variables, so you will get the error. So you can use it for int float like that, but you cannot declare variable like this. This is the point you have to remember. This 3 point you can remember. It will be very useful for you. This is second question. Int main void star k pointer in d is equal to 10 and k is equal to address of the variable assigning for the pointer printf. I'm trying to display something here k value. These are the following option. First one is compile time error. Second one is address of the value will be displayed on the screen, and the third one is 10, and fourth one is the garbage value. You can pause this video. You can predict the output of this code. Now there is a small relationship between this first code and the second code. In the first code I told you cannot declare the variable like this. Don't use void like this. So here same thing, void is not a valid type data type for declaring the variables. That is the first point, but it is a valid for declaring the pointer variable. So I've used here void k is equal to 10. If you use like this, you cannot declare the variable like this. So valid is a void is not a valid data type, you can say. So, but if you want to use a void, you can use it with the pointer. So that is the reason you have to remember the 2 points. Void is not a valid data type for declaring the variable. Void is not a valid data type for declaring the variable, but it is a valid for declaring the pointer variables. So that's the reason if I execute this code, now this is void pointer in d is equal to 10, address of the variable assigning for the pointer, then definitely pointer is pointing to the address. That is the reason it is displaying the address. So 2 point you have to remember between the first code and the second code. If you use the first code, if you use void k is equal to 10, it is a not valid. You cannot declare. Why? Because it is a not a valid data type, but you can use with the pointer variable. This is the third question. Int main character k is equal to 127, k is equal to k plus 1, printf. I'm trying to display the value of the k. And these are all the following options. First one is minus 128, second one is 128, and third one is compile time error, and the fourth one is garbage value. You can predict the output of this code. You can pause this video, you can guess the output of this code. Now, if I execute this code, so output is minus 128. And this is the point you have to remember. The character is of the range, it's the character range between minus 128 to 127. Suppose if I assign 127 to the variable k, if I go into increment k plus 1, it never go to the plus 128. It will return back. This is the range minus 128 to plus 127. So that is the reason it is displaying the minus after 127. Again, it is reaching to the minus 128. Suppose if you are trying to increment by one more, k plus 2. So where it is going again, minus 128, minus 127. Like this it will go. So how to remember the range of the character, minus 128 to the plus 127. This is the fourth question. Int main float a is equal to 3.14, double b is equal to 3.14f, printf percentage f, and here double percentage f a comma b. These are the following options. First one is compile time error, second one is garbage value, third one is 3.14, 4 zeros and 3.14 4 zeros followed by F. And the fourth option is 3.14 4 zeros and 3.14 4 zeros. You can predict an output of this code. Now, if I execute this code, this is the output you will get it. And one point you have to remember is here, the format specifier double. The format specifier double can also be represented by the float. So this is the one point you have to remember. Just simply I have as in 3.14 f to the floating point representation to the double, the variable b. And here one point you have to remember is the format specifier of double can also be represented as a float. So if you wish, I can change this to D. We'll check it now. See, if a combination of D and F, you will get the garbage value. See, something will be displayed here. But if you use of F here, format specifier of the double can also be represented by, see, like this, you will get the output. So you can use a combination of EFF, no issue. This is the fifth question. Int main is equal to 10, printf percentage d main. And these are the following option. First option is 10. Second option is compile time error. And third option is runtime error. And fourth option is 10 will be printed infinite times. Predict an output of this code. If I execute this program, final output is 10 will be printed on the screen. This main just act as a variable name only. This is not act as a function. This act as a variable name. So that is the reason it is printing like this. Suppose if you are trying to change like this, you will get the compile time error. Suppose, see, if you change, it will give you the error. If I use like this, it will act as just a variable. So it will give you an output. So kindly practice well. See you in my next session. Thank you.